Wolfpack fan, it's Marcy Bullock with part two of Hairspray, the 10 things I've learned. So you're about to see the audition dance that I talked to you about in part one. This is during the live performance. This is the time when you're in a theater live performance, before the whole curtain goes up, everyone is told to silence their cell phones. This is the time where you're not allowed to have any phones out at all, right? Where my husband takes his phone up and says, I've got to get this on camera. So this is live. This is me embracing my imperfection. I really want to show you this because I believe that I was not chosen for this to be perfect, but to be me. Let's watch. Okay, so honestly, what I tried to do there, I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share, is I tried not to mess up horribly, like have my hands up when everyone else's hands were down. But I know I was not 100% on with everyone else. But the funny thing is, because I smiled my way through it, I was able to make it work. So going back to our lessons that we've learned, when you hear these messages, I want to tell you, I started this whole video with Mojo, and he's being uncooperative today. So he's not wanting to be in my video, but I'm going to make him be in. All right, so we're going to do an analogy of a dog and a chew toy here. Mojo, wake up. Mojo! Okay, there he is. He's alive, y'all. So the analogy of the dog and the chew toy is this. When a dog steals your shoes, all right, let's look at it. I've got my shoes out. Let's be real. Everything is not perfect at my house. And so my puppy decides to chew my $100 Nike kicks. I get upset. I want to be mad at the puppy. But instead, what I should do is I should replace the shoes with a chew toy. And then the puppy is reinforced. You're chewing the chew toy. You're awesome. Stops chewing the shoes. That's how it works with your brain too. When you say I must be perfect, I can't do it, I can't make mistakes, nobody likes me, you replace that thought, you think of the chew toy, with a better thought. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do what I can. Honestly, think of the chew toy when you have that negative thought. It really works. Say, the puppy learned, I can learn too, because these are the feelings I'd rather have. I'd rather have exhilaration and pride and feel strong when I do something. Those other thoughts don't bring me that. Those thoughts make me anxious, make me fearful, they make me sad. And so I can change my thoughts and I can change my emotions. Now, we're going to get into my number 5, which is lean on support systems when times are tough and be the support other people need. I will tell you, there were times at 11 p.m. where I had sat on that stage at the end of the whole 4-hour rehearsal after doing a full day of work and listened to everything I did wrong. Marcy, you had no motivation today. You were wandering around aimlessly. And I would drive home and call my support system, my daughter, and she would say, Mom, they picked you for a reason. Don't give up on yourself. I needed to hear that at that time. And all of these people surrounding me is really relationships. It's what matters most. So I had all the feels, just like you have all the feels. And the whole thing is that those help you to get stronger and to be a better person. When there's no struggle, then you don't get to that place where you feel so prideful. You think about all your struggles, you can agree with me. They helped you to grow as a person. All right, number 6, be yourself. Everyone is already taken. Yeah, everyone else is taken. You got to be you. I was not 20. I was not a dancer. That was all good. I was perfectly imperfect, as I just showed you on that video. And pushing yourself and making mistakes is what it's all about. Embrace the pain of leaving your comfort zone. If you just sit on the bench and never get in the game, you will make 0 mistakes. So it was hard. It was scary. That's why we push ourselves to do hard things. This is painful, but the outcome on the other end is so rewarding and worth it. If you've seen Hairspray, you know the show is set in the 1960s in Baltimore. Oh my goodness, right now I'm recording this in June 2020 when our country is going through the Black Lives Matters protests after the death of George Floyd. So it's hard. And while we were rehearsing this, I would have my Black castmates say to me, the white people enter on that side of the stage. All right, we were portraying 1960. I'll leave it there. They would apologize. We would apologize. We're going through our history and trying to learn from it. All my castmates were phenomenal. So don't settle for fine. Push yourself to phenomenal. That's the next F-bomb is fine. You're not fine. You're phenomenal. Your chances of being born were 1 in 400 trillion. And that's why I say 1 in 3 people are not happy with their lives. And that's a fact. That's a statistic. It's simple to be happy, y'all, but it's not easy. So why don't people have what they want? It's really, really simple. I told you about fear. I told you about fail. And now I'm telling you about fine. Those are my F-bombs. The odds of you being born at that moment with that DNA to those parents sitting in this room, looking at this screen, watching this webinar is 1 in 400 trillion. All right, you're phenomenal. Let's just face it. So when you have ideas about changing your life and getting out of your comfort zone, don't hit that snooze button, but activate that energy. And also, let's be real, have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. Embrace costume, wigs, the chance to transform yourself. We're all gonna have ups and downs in our life. If we were flatlining and had no goals and were never fearful or anxious, our life would be just a flat line. So we got to roll with all that. And number 10, finally, we're at the end of part 2 of Hairspray. In the end, what matters most is who I love and who loves me. And they love me even when I mess up. I wish I could teach a class on failing. You're all going to mess up in life. And I want to encourage you to realize that it's okay when you mess up and that you should try hard things. What will you regret the most? Probably not trying it. What you will be happy about the most is when you look back on a rejection. If I had gotten rejection from this show, I would have looked back on it and said, at least I didn't run off that stage the moment they said number 31, move up to the front. I faced my fear, and I want to encourage you to do the same.